always searching for a family. Until we found each other.
James Gunn has made his exit film from the MCU one to remember. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 came out this past weekend, and I must say, it was better than I expected. This movie was only short of phenomenal. Of course, there were some classical Marvel disappointments, which we'll get into, but overall, this may be the best Guardians movie in the franchise.
Seriously, dude? No!
This was most definitely Rocket's movie. We learned a lot about him throughout the film. Now, the filmmakers did a great job balancing out all the character arcs. Each character either learned something about themselves or overcame an internal challenge that would lead them into their next chapter. Usually I don't like films that jump back and forth from the past to the present, but this is one of those rare occasions where it is necessary and done right. The flashbacks give us context as to why the Guardians are even on a mission, and they come at the perfect time. Once the journey reaches a certain point, the flashback happens to give us information on what to look forward to next. They aren't beating us down with dialogue. They're showing us why the villain thinks like he does and his relationship with one of the Guardians. Our main villain is the High Evolutionary, and he's one of the best villains we've seen in a long time. I'm glad that Marvel didn't make a mockery out of him like they've been doing with some of their past villains like Gore or Yon-Rogg. I genuinely feared his rage, and he made his dominance present whenever he was on screen. He wholeheartedly believed that what he was doing was for the greater good, and that's what made him even more dangerous. Now onto Adam Warlock. This is one of the disappointments that Marvel has bestowed upon this movie. When Adam makes his entrance, he makes a bold statement to get the ball rolling. He is essentially the reason why the Guardians have to travel the galaxy in this movie to begin with, which is why I don't understand why he didn't have a bigger role in this movie. I felt like they robbed us of any action sequences involving him, and in typical Marvel fashion, they alter his personality once he opens his mouth. Guardians Volume 3 is definitely a must-watch. It's one of Marvel's more well-balanced movies. It had the right amount of jokes, the right amount of drama and emotion, and the right amount of action. I actually had to double check the ratings because there seemed to be a lot more profanity in this movie, and I loved every bit of it. They even dropped the F-bomb one time. James Gunn definitely is going out with a bang. There's a mid-credit and post-credit scene. The mid-credit scene was cool, but nothing to get excited for. The post-credit scene was just a waste of time, if I'm being honest. Overall, this was a bittersweet ending to a great franchise. Definitely a step up from the second movie, as well as a proper departure for James Gunn. Hopefully he can turn around the DCEU. Fingers crossed. With that being said, let me know in the comments what you thought of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you love it? And while you're at it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all next time. Y'all be easy.
He left out some important information, but that is the gist of it.